from 4,000 years or 3,000 years from the days of Abraham alayhi salam, Musa alayhi salam, all the way to today, 1948, the birth of the state of Israel. You go through one department after the second one, the third one, fourth one, you get to the last one. The last one has a big sign on it. It says, the golden ages of the Jewish people. The golden period, or the golden era of the Jewish nation. Guess which era is it? Invite that Futsot on the Heritage House. The biggest museum in Tel Aviv. The golden ages. Guess who can make a wild guess? Make a wild guess. Yes, Muhammad, yes. The Muslim era in Andalusia. In Spain. They call them the golden ages. That's where the Jewish people had the best time of their life. Under Muslim rule in Andalusia. In Andalus. The doctors, the engineers, the Jewish philosophers lived their best lives. Best books of, Jewish literature, Hebrew literature. Best Hebrew books about the Jewish physicians was in Andalusia, Al-Andalus. And they have it, they show it to you in the museum, the biggest museum in Tel Aviv. It's called the Golden Ages. Now how did they pay us back? They took our land. They made us live in refugees camps since 1948. And they demolished our houses when we built houses without permits. This is how they pay back. But what goes around comes around, correct? Okay. You know what I mean, right?
Yes.
Anyways, we're leaving Haifa, everybody. On the left is the Baha'i cemetery, the Christian cemetery, and then the Silicon Valley of Haifa. You know what Silicon Valley is, right?
Yes.
Exactly. The high-tech software neighborhood here on the left. Microsoft, Google, Yahoo, all here on the left. It is the top industry in Israel now. The Israeli economy is very, very strong. Last year, the Israeli exports in the world were worth $67 billion. $67 billion. It's not about the number, everybody. It's about how you break it down. Listen to this. Out of the $67 billion, $27 billion came from software and high-tech industries. One-third. One-third. That gives you, what does that tell you? What does that tell you? If I tell you one-third of my economy comes from software, what does that tell you? If anybody comes to you, you ask him, where are you from? I'm from X country. He tells you, my third of my economy comes from software. What do you think? What's your first impression?
A lot of this.
We are pretty smart. We don't have petrol like the Arab nations have.
Yeah.
We don't have natural gas, but we have brains. Brains. $27 billion came from software industries in Israel. What happened is this. If we go back to the 1990s, the beginning of the high-tech revolution, IT and software, all that stuff, a lot of Israeli, Arab and Jewish students in colleges had ideas, smart ideas. Microsoft came to town. What's his name? Gates? Bill Gates, yeah. He came to Israel and with his company, they started buying all these ideas from these college students. So you have this college student who hardly can pay his tuition. Doesn't have enough money to buy a shawarma sandwich. You wake up as a millionaire because you had a smart idea. Microsoft purchased all these smart ideas. Overnight, you wake up, you find yourself a millionaire. That's late 1990s. In Israel, they call that the overnight millionaire period. And now, a lot of the applications, on iPhone or, on Israeli companies, like Waze, Waze. You have that in Malaysia?
Yes.
The navigation system, GPS, Waze?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's an Israeli company. It's an Israeli invention. They sold to Google for $1.2 billion. Bing, the search engine, Bing, it's an Israeli company. They sold as well for $900 million. Those are smart ideas. And a lot of them are, so many of them out there, all Israeli inventions. They keep inventing stuff, improving stuff. So that is the first source of industry or income for the settlers. Now, what's the second one? Can you guess? Who can guess? Besides Muhammad, anybody else? Can you think of the second largest source of income?
Banks.
Let me hear it. Speak out. Go ahead.
Banks.
If you look to your right, everybody, that's an Israeli naval ship guarding the coastal area. The second one, I just gave you a hint. The second one, I just gave you a hint.
Military.
Strategic industries. Strategic industries for a long period of time was the number one industry in Israel. You know, developing airplanes like F-18s, F-16s, F-14s, F-18. The Americans, they send them to Israel for them to be developed in Israel. Rockets, missiles, the Merkava, you know, tanks. For a long period of time, that was the first source of income for the state of Israel. Now, lately, since the 1990s, software took over. Software industries. So the strategic industries now is number two. The third one, yeah, let's third one, the third industry. You see the beautiful sea to your right? What do you think? I just gave you another hint.
Diamond.
Sea, has the sea in it. Water.
Water.
Sea. But not a live sea, the other kind of sea.
Water.
Dead Sea, yes. The Dead Sea industries, the creams, lotions, mud, salt that you will buy tomorrow in Jericho. That is the best quality in the world. It is sold all over the world, you know, Dead Sea products. That's the third largest industry in Israel. Fourth, I will tell you, it's diamond and jewelry. They bring diamonds from South Africa. They do the cutting, you know, all that setting, all that old stuff here in Israel. 95% of the diamond industry in Israel is exported to Japan, USA and Canada, Europe. So 5% is only sold in the country, the rest is sold overseas. And number 5 is irrigation, agriculture, farming. The Israelis are excellent farmers. They know what they do, especially when you don't have a lot of water. You know, they invented you know, the drip system, the black pipes. That's an Israeli invention too. Because you need to save all the money, you need to save all the water, you need to save manpower. So those are the 5 top industries in Israel today. Software industries, strategic industries. Third is the Dead Sea works. Everything that comes out of the Dead Sea is just sold all over the world like hotcakes. And then we have diamond and jewelry, and 5 is the farming and agriculture and irrigation systems.